Yards. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air and into a sea of red. We're underway in Kansas City. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Prescott looks to throw on first. That is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
46.
On second down, Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Awesome.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Harris. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Prescott now on second down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
10th carry now for Elliott. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Prescott from the gun on third. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out and says, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Austin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
46, 26, 26, 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that's caught by Beasley. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to maneuver. A good pickup there at 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over and now you get the second half to play.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 105 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Chiefs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Now it's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Again, it's Elliott. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That good for 19 and a first down.
Let's go, get out, get out.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Prescott now. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing, Prescott. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he'll move it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he checks this one down to Williams. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Z. Here we go. Green, 90.
Mahomes to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Get out, get out.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now a desperation. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for two here. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Fights through, and now a crease. Got some real estate inside the 30, and he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Mahomes going to throw it here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. But
still.
And then at the end he kind of went,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.